You know, it's a lot of fun for me to not have to worry so much about starting a video. It's been a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I recognize that. We don't have any light, though. That's a problem. Okay? But you know, the solution is often nestled within the confines of a glass of apple juice, is what I've found, personally. Oh, I hit the pause. Okay, don't do this to me. I love you. What do you think about this angle? It's probably not good, right? You probably shouldn't do that. I feel like that's not really any better. You probably should see my whole face. I mean, like, why mess with perfection? You know, okay. Alright, really what should happen is I need another light over there, and then we'd be good. But I have to have another light first to put over there. So, that's on me. Like, I miss this. You guys. Really feels like this should be a live stream. So in that vein, before we even, I don't even know that we're going to get to the comments. I think I might have just baited you in here, and then I'm just going to ramble at you for like 45 minutes, not actually read the comments, and then lose a whole bunch of subscribers in the process. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Changes to the channel! You guys are going to be the first to know because I may have mentioned it before, but my BAND-MAID audience specifically, I resonate with differently than any of my other, audiences. I feel kind of a connection with you guys because I'm also a drunk monkey. We've talked about this. I'm a drunk monkey, and I do whatever the fuck I want to do. And that's, very BAND-MAID-ish. So, you guys get me. I get BAND-MAID, and hopefully one day BAND-MAID will also get me, and then it'll be just like this nice little trifecta of getting. Like, you act like I'm in charge. So yeah, changes to the channel. You guys are the first to know. So this is like, if you skipped ahead, then you probably, I don't know how far you skipped ahead, so you're probably maybe, I don't know, like, you think the comments are going to start. I don't know that they will. I might lie to you. I'm a liar. I'm, like, known to do that. Isn't this fun? Aren't you glad you're here? I think it's the combination of, like, self-deprecation and genuine sincerity that makes me kind of palatable to people. I don't know. That's just some insight. Allows me to do my dumb jokes without being, well, not offensive, but kind of offensive in the way that, like, a gross smell is offensive. I don't know what I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John House. I have no idea what we're doing. Let's get started. So moving forward, I haven't, like, committed to the changes yet, but we're definitely changing some stuff on the channel. So the whole, like, love bites thing, and I realized after the fact what had happened, when the Judgment Day, not Judgment Day, the other one. Yeah, no. Was it Judgment Day? No, it wasn't. It was Stand and Deliver. When that video went live and, like, I experienced a little bit, just a little bit. Like, it's kind of crazy how little it was of, like, people being like, oh, you're dumb. You're bad at this. You pause too much. You talk too much. That kind of, and I mentioned it in, I think, the Anemone reaction that I did. That I was in my head a little bit, but, like, I know me, and so I'm not gonna dwell on something if there isn't, some fruit, right, to the dwelling or whatever. So actually, and at this point, I'm really thankful for the whole experience because, like, I knew that, like, when those comments got to me, that something in me needed to be addressed. So. We took a look at that. We took a pause from the comment videos for a while, and we took a look at what the fuck was going on with me. And I realized that my whole thing is, like, you should be here for me, right? Most of my videos shouldn't contain more of other people's content than of my content. Right? And I hadn't really like put that together until that video went live, and I got, a handful, maybe 6 or 8 comments. Like, it really wasn't a lot. It was not a lot, but it was enough for me to be like, why is this bugging me, right? Because the thing is like I have a lot of, I think, assumptions that people understand about like who I am and what I do and what my process is. And one of those assumptions that I hadn't actually articulated was that I believe if I'm going to make a video, that there should be more of my content than of someone else's content in the video. Just like as an I consider myself an artist, but we'll say content creator. As a content creator, yo, what are you doing if you're just siphoning other people's creations? Like, dude, add some value. Like, and so my artistic integrity won't allow me to just like play the song and then talk about it at the, like, I pause when I pause, because if I don't pause when it happens, then the likelihood that I'll remember is like virtually nothing. So, my style at this point. I'm a little bit meandering and a little bit, capable of prophetic insight from time to time. So they kind of go hand in hand. You don't get the prophetic insight without the meandering, right? You just don't. You don't, because and I've been thinking about this too a lot, that like there's this contortion of perception that happens when I listen to a track on the channel and I do my whole analysis thing. There's a contortion of perception. So I'm listening, and really what I'm trying to do is hear this. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. What am I trying to do is hear the music. Oh my God. It is funny that very frequently when I think I'm about to have one of those prophetic insight moments, it's just like the most mundane statement I've ever made in my life. And then other times, when I think it's just a mundane statement, it's one of the most prophetic statements I've ever said in my life. Anyway, 7 minutes in, no comments, okay? I don't know that we're going to get there. I can't tell you we're going to get there, all right? I don't know that we're going to be okay. I don't know that either. I do know that we have apple juice, and that solves a lot of problems. I do want to dig into the comments, ladies and gentlemen. I do, but I want to take this time to really get to know you and to really allow you to get to know me and what I'm about. And I think me just working out my thought process in real time on camera helps to do that. Because the thing is, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't have a thing. I don't have like a set plan of what I'm going to say when I come to sit down to record a video, right? Like, and that's kind of why I gravitated towards reaction videos to begin with, because I need a little bit of input before something is generated. Because it's not that like the things that I want to talk about, generally, I don't know. I don't know why I don't just talk about them. I probably should. This changes to the channel, okay? There's a limit to the meandering, all right? Dude, there's a limit to it. So changes to the channel. First of all, the name is going to change. So the current name being workshopped for the channel is John House. So it's all caps JON space HOUSE exclamation point. John House. Goes something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John House. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's get started. Something like that. Because that feels pretty authentic to who I am as a person, and encapsulates kind of like the whole thing. And I like it a lot. And it also doesn't give you the impression that I'm a reactor, and so you have hopefully fewer preconceived notions about what the video is actually going to be, right? So one of the things that I like about this idea of like, because what John House really is what it's like to be in John's mind. And so the different rooms in John House are the different aspects of John's psyche. With me so far? Me either. I will say that if you took a look at the channel description, pretty much at any point, it said something to the effect of, I don't know what I want to do with this channel yet, but I'm enjoying these reaction videos. So right from the beginning, I knew that this wasn't the be-all, end-all, right? Just doing these music reactions, right? It wasn't the be-all, end-all. Now, look, we've had a lot of fun, and we're not going to stop. because my favorite thing about from like a production aspect, not from like an actual experience aspect, but from a production aspect, like the content creation, is they're plug and play ready. It's legitimately my favorite thing about them. They require no editing, no forethought. You literally pick a song, sit down, listen to it, and then you say shit that comes up. So in that vein, they're very efficient as a way for me to work out how to express myself, how to like talk about the things that I'm thinking and the things that I'm hearing in real time. But also like listen to really cool music and share that experience with a whole bunch of people who also like really cool music, and like we, you know, create like this community at the same time. Now I really should be live at this point. And so again, changes to the channel, John House. John House is what it's like to be inside John's mind. And the different rooms in John House are the different aspects of John's psyche, right? So one of the things that I'd really like to do is turn these comment videos that we do into a stream. Like I would love to be able to have like a very consistent streaming schedule. So, and then one of the other things is like I still want to do the comment videos, but I'll curate the comments for like top 10, right? Top 10 best comments. And then since I'll have a little bit more time, I'll be able to put a little bit more effort into the video editing. I might even be able to give Joe a job, like in this way. So I definitely want to do that. It's a little bit I can't commit to a schedule right now because, you know, the infant. But hopefully we're hoping like by the end of the month we'll be through like the cluster feeding in the middle of the night stage, and so I'll have a predictable chunk of time between like 10 p.m. and like 4 a.m. where I'll be able to fit a stream in on the weekends. So I hope you're all excited for that. I know I am, because I would love to be live with like a live chat right now. But I don't think it's the best idea because I'm basically on call. So, and I can't actually pause the recording when we're live, right? And so I kind of like, we've talked about this in previous videos, I think. Maybe those aren't released yet, but where I kind of like abuse the pause button. So, John House, what it's like to be inside John's mind. Different rooms in John House are the different aspects of John's psyche. First up, we have the living room, which is currently under construction. The idea for the living room in John House is that it's the conversational piece of it. So it's the realm where podcasts happen, where if I'm interested in a topic and I want to talk to somebody about it, right, we go to John House. We go to the living room in John House, and we sit and we have a dedicated conversation, very focused, very clear, very direct about a topic that I'm interested in. So that's the living room. The idea is still kind of in the works, but I like it. Next up, the studio in John House. So the studio is for all of the creative endeavors that we're embarking on across the channel. So that's the original music creation. Some of you may or may not know that I play guitar. So like if I spend some time working out a new riff or putting together a new like lead section, or what you're hearing now actually is not me, but at one point in my life I was working on developing a video game, and that's actually how I met Joe, when I was working on this video game. And this music was something that I had commissioned the creation of for that video game. So here, let's see if we can turn it up. A little bit ambient. Okay, so there you have it. You know, music, you know, and so it's cool because it's like I own the rights to it, right? That's cool. And at some point, hopefully, I'll be able to use it in an actual creative project. So John's studio has to do with the various artistic projects that we embark on the channel. So that, you know, the music creation, the baby metal AMV that we're working on. So all the posts about that, all the videos about that come from, you know, the studio John House. And I wrestle, like, it's funny because when I came up with this idea, I was like, oh, it's John's house, like with the apostrophe S. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not quite right. That's not how I talk. Like, I'm kind of dumb. So, like, forget the possession. It's John House. Welcome to John House. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's get started. You know, that's kind of me. So I like it. That's what we're doing. That's why it's not John's house. It's John House. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, John House is what it's like to be inside of John's mind, and each of the rooms in John House are a different aspect of John's psyche. But you didn't think this video was going to go this direction. I didn't. I had no idea. I thought we were doing a comment video. I did not think I was going to reveal to you all of the things that are still in works for the channel that have been inspired by this, like this handful of comments that were like, you talk too much. You know, I don't know. I respond pretty well to criticism, I would say. I think this is a pretty healthy response. Because even though a lot of the criticism I took issue with because it wasn't very good, it wasn't like clearly laid out, there was a lot of ambiguity with it, and I'm not a fan of ambiguity. And so I had to do a lot of the work for the people criticizing me to figure out why they were criticizing me, and then make the adjustments because I'm a professional and there's something about me that's like, it's like, is it valid? Is your criticism valid? Like, it doesn't matter that I had to work to figure out what your criticism actually was. Once I figured it out, is the criticism valid? If it is, shit needs to be addressed. So some of it was valid. So it needs to be addressed. And part of that is the way that I present myself on the channel. I'm not a reactor. Don't think of me as a reactor. I'm not. A content creator, maybe. I really think of myself as an artist and a performer. And I think real deep down, art director. Really, that's what I am. Yeah, I don't know that we're ever going to get to the comments. I might have to release this in like 4 different chunks or something. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But, you know, the BAND-MAID audience, you guys get me, so maybe you get the whole thing. Maybe you get the whole thing. Just because I love you. And apple juice is delicious. I also like this. One of the things, too, and I'm going to go off on a tangent. We're never going to get to the comments. It's going to be okay. Or not. Either way, at some point everybody dies. So, you know, why, you know, what are you afraid of? So, we've talked about the living room. We've talked about the studio. We also need to talk about the den. The den is probably the most prolific room as of this point in the channel because the den is where we really just hang out and talk about cool shit. That's where we listen to cool music, we share ideas with each other, we do this is where our reactions come from, is the den. Also, you know, you could think of it as the chill out spot, the hang, or the man cave. But I grew up with a den in our house, and it was very much the let's go play video games, look at cool shit on the internet, and hang out until all hours of the morning. That was what the den was. And if you talk to any of my childhood friends, they will corroborate with me. And yes, they are real. They are not just in my head. They are real people. I had friends. I had 4, really. I still have them. But I still only have them. It's so dumb. I'm so happy to be here, guys. I'm so happy to be back. One of the things about these like comment videos is that they really give me the chance to let my hair down a little bit. Because the reactions, they're a lot of fun, but they also require a certain level of, what would you say? Quality-ish? professionalism, something along those lines. A certain level of, get to the fucking point. Get to the fucking point, dude. You're here, like, you can't talk for 20 minutes before you do a reaction. Like, you can't do that. But with this I can, because, like, what the fuck? It's basically just a podcast. That's basically what this is. It's like, this is a live stream. It's just, we're not live right now. We should be. But given, the circumstances in the home with the infant, it's better just to do it as a video and pretend that it's a live stream. So welcome to the live stream. No live stream is complete without, an apologetic beverage. Tastes like soul. So, rooms in John House. We've talked about the living room. We've talked about the studio. We've talked about the den, the chill out spot, you can't see my finger. So we've talked about the living room. We've talked about the studio, and we've talked about the den, chill out spot, man cave, whatever you want to call it. What's next? Well, I don't think we're going to talk about the laundry room, because you don't need to know about my laundry yet. Although, I will say, you know me. Okay, I genuinely apologize if this video comes out and there are no comments in it. Like, legitimately, I'm not trying to, I imagine that this, like a 3-hour comment stream would be fine, right? So why is not a 3-hour video about reading comments fine? As long as the entertainment value is present, right? As long as I'm being entertaining, as long as you guys are enjoying yourself, then why does it matter how long it takes to get through the comments? It shouldn't. Especially, if you're only gonna get one of these videos, a week, maybe. For me personally, I kind of like when my favorite creators release very long videos, because it gives me a lot to dig into. Also, it's just, me, I'm a consumer whore. So you pay me money and I'll dance. Rooms in John House. So we've talked about the living room. We've talked about the studio. We've talked about the den or the man cave area. We're not going to talk about the laundry unless you pay me enough money to. What about the backyard? What do we do in the backyard, ladies and gentlemen? You have no idea about the backyard. We've done nothing. I haven't even alluded to the fact that there is a backyard at John House. Okay, so what do we do there? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far in the video without giving up on me, you deserve to know. In the backyard at John House, we blow shit up and we set shit on fire. That's what we do. That's it. That's the whole thing. What do you want to blow up? Tell me what you want to blow up, and I will find a way to get it and then blow it the fuck to pieces and make a video and then post it on YouTube. Like, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Or set it on fire. I prefer to blow shit up, but a very close second is setting shit on fire. Safely. Yes, I'm a professional. Okay? And finally, one of the last rooms that we're workshopping in John House is the tree house at John House. Who is calling me? Why am I getting texts? You are actually more familiar with the treehouse at John House than you realize, considering this video is a treehouse production. Okay, so the treehouse, ladies and gentlemen, is where we get real fucking weird, and we don't worry about optics, and we don't worry about getting to the point. We allow ourselves ultimate time to meander, to get to the point, to dig out, hopefully along the way, some of these more prophetic insights. And would just be fucking weird, because we're fucking weird. John is weird. John is weird. No arguments. Okay, John is weird. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the idea. Those are just a couple of rooms in John House that we're workshopping. And for you, my BAND-MAID audience, I felt that you deserved a little bit something special to, because you guys have been so amazing to me. And you really get me. I really feel like you get me in the same way that I get BAND-MAID. I really do. I really do. Look, I listen to Baby Metal, Road of Resistance, and 3 different Love Bites tracks. But you know what's still stuck in my fucking head? Unleash! Unleash! Still stuck in my fucking head. Okay? All day. All day. Also, one of the first things that we're going to do when the channel gets to you know, a little bit, you know, more financially stable, is replace this fucking camera so I can get a real camera and we can actually get some real production going. But, you know, one thing at a time. Really, there's this demon in me that's basically like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Work. Just work. Just don't even pay attention to any of that shit. Just work. And it's a new experience for me. I've never had something that I can put my full weight behind. And so this is like, it's really kind of answering all of the existential angst that I've been feeling for the last 33 years, my entire life, basically, is what we're doing with this channel here, because the whole thing is me. It's entirely me. I built this whole thing by myself. And, well, you know what? That's actually not true. I haven't built it. It kind of. Like, it wouldn't have been possible without you guys. But I did. All the work is on me. You know, I'm the only one accountable for whether or not a video comes out. I'm the only one who's in charge of what we do on that day, or what music we take a look at, or whether or not we do a comment video, or whether or not we come up with the idea to even do a comment video, because apparently not everybody does that. You know, so I know this isn't really a comment video, but again, we talked about it. It's basically like it's more like a podcast where we read comments. So, or a live stream, whatever you want to call it. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Changes coming very soon to the channel. And hopefully we'll be able to incorporate some live streaming stuff, so this will seem a little bit more organic when you actually see it on stream. And it's not just me rambling for 30 minutes, you know, with a title that says, hey, come check out the comments. Ha 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 ha. You know. All right, have we talked enough? I don't know. I don't know that we have. I miss you guys. Like, legit. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John House, a Treehouse production. Thanks for coming to hang out. We're going to read some comments. Let's get started. So oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this. First up is not what I said. First up, we have Alberto Garcia Gonzalez. Says they wrote this song as a love letter to their fans after the US tour last year. All of us who were lucky enough to see them live feel this song is for us, just for doing that. They are the best band in the world right now. I get that. I do. And, you know, real talk, I've heard the song several times since I did the video, and I'm glad that I didn't have the emotional attachment to it that I do now, because I don't think I would have been able to have been as objective about it as I was in this video. And then Michael Beck responds, I agree. That night I saw them live in DC. Wish it never ended. It was an amazing night. So, gentlemen, thank you both for the comments. Very much appreciated. Boop. Boop. Next up, we have 80 Minutes. Says, I've seen a lot of Fairweather fan reactors doing this song today for the clicks. Is that me? Are you talking about me? To them, it was a boring... Oh, God, what? A boring ballad that turned them off. To us fans, though... What? How? If you're... How? I'm sorry. Even on the first listen. Listen. Anyway, he goes on to say, to us fans, though, they appreciate us as much as we appreciate their music. I've had tears in my eyes on and off all day. What a band. I'm not going to lie. Got me. Once or twice. Because I haven't done the comment video yet, but as the comments come in, I do read them. So this isn't like a reaction thing where I try to like keep the reaction as pristine as possible. I'll read the comments. I'll read them a couple of times. I'll even respond to some of them, you know, before I do the comment video. So next up we have, I don't know if I finished my thought there, but you can finish it for me. That's okay. I give you permission. Gordon Cody says, you know how you say the riffs have follow through? I do say that. Actually, yeah, that is me. The riffs ain't all that have follow through. Well, you know what? You're right though. And it speaks to the character of the band. It's the character of the band that has follow through, you know. And so obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but because the band itself has character, then the riffs are that's gonna that's gonna like dribble down, or like what's that word? I mean, I guess you could say it seep into the music itself. So yeah, totally get it. Boop, boop. Appreciate the comments, gentlemen. Army Nurse Boy responds, also chimes in a little bit, says, yeah, I saw a couple of those, I guess. Referring to the Fairweather fan reactions. Did I do this video? I might have done this video already. That's so funny. This is so funny. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna cut this because this is a Treehouse production, so we get weird on here anyway. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Have I mentioned that I'm dumb? I feel like I have. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to John House. This is a Treehouse production. We are taking a look at Anemone comments today. Let's get started. So first up, Draft Games says there is a live version with just 2 members. Wink, wink. Yeah, it's on the Patreon. Wink, wink. Go check it out. Ramat says he knows. Stop winking at him. He's married with kids. I appreciate the follow through there. Right. Boop, boop, boop. Indeed, it is funny. Oh yeah, look at that. I already responded. Good job, buddy. Yeah, because again, like I wasn't sure that I would ever get to the comments video for this, so I was a little bit more apt to respond via text when they came in. Next up, Russell Potter says, "BAND-MAID." I just can't believe I sat down to do the goddamn memorable video. Rambled for a half an hour, and then at the last minute just pulled the rug out from under you. I'm like, ha, just kidding. We're doing, you know, really, I didn't pull the rug out from under you. I pulled it out from under myself. I was like, shit, we already did that. Let's do Anemone. So Russell Potter says, BAND-MAID songs have so many different elements to them that they really, any other band would have made 3 or 4 singles out of it. Then we have the many different versions that BAND-MAID have done over the years for this song. It is an absolutely lovely song with so many beautiful moments that don't overpower it or drown it out, but just add to it. Hard to find time to take it apart to react. Just let it be what it is, a BAND-MAID song. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the comment. I kind of agree with you that, you know, it is a BAND-MAID song, and it is a little bit difficult to take it apart because of how much happens. But that's my job. That's what we do. That's what we do in the den, so, you know what I mean? Next up, Javier Vasitos says, John, the version done live in acoustic by Konami and Psyche is lovely devastating. After listening the real sound of love, you need a defibrillator to open up your eyes again. But if you want to continue in heaven, that is a great option. That is a great option as well. Yeah, the acoustic version of both of these tracks, phenomenal. Boop. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Live on the Patreon, exclusive to the cover charge tiers. Support your favorite creator and get like cool, you know, BAND-MAID content. So, you know, it's all right. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I promise. I don't ramble nearly as much as I do in the Treehouse stuff. So. Next up, Kevin. I love it when it's just one name. Says there are multiple completely different versions of this song. All are fantastic. The acoustic version of Zep Tokyo, which is live on the Patreon right now, $3.50 a month, get you access. Okay, go check it out. And there's also a BAND-MAID version, I believe. There is Anase, I forget what it is. I forget. Boop. But we'll look at it. Next up, Edward Allen, my favorite BAND-MAID song. I try not to think about the lyrics as I then end up as a puddle on the floor. Acoustically, it does that anyway because of Psyche's emotional delivery. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's always hard to pick out someone as the highlight in any BAND-MAID song, but I will, and it's Akane for me. All right, shout out to Akane. The drum track is my favorite by anyone in any song ever. Oh, okay, all right. It is solid. It is solid. No arguments. I could happily just listen to her in this song. Needless to say, everything else is, of course, brilliant as well. Yeah, I think it's Konami's guitar work for me. But again, it's the whole composition. It's the whole composition. So it is hard to pick a favorite part. Boop. Appreciate it. Next up, we have Kairu Kafuka. Says, finally, a reactor that had the same reaction as I had when I first heard this track. Oh, thank you, buddy. That's high praise. I appreciate it. As a music lover, also a Tool fan. Hey, look at you. Yeah. Cool. The song is a masterpiece. No arguments. I also want to agree that BAND-MAID songs are usually 3 minutes long, 4+ minutes long max, but when you listen carefully to the intricacies, it dilates time and makes you enjoy the song more, which is ironic since time passes by fast when you're having fun. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Steve Hall responds, it occurs to me that the fans who want a 12-minute epic Konami-sensei composition may, in part, and very well understandably, be asking for all the musical goodness to be spread out more so we can catch it. Oh, that's some good insight. That's a good point. Boop. Yeah. Next up, Ross Moody says, if I had to tag this song, it'd be classy as fuck. Yeah. Agreed. Boop. Appreciate the comment. Next up, Gordon Cody, there are many things that BAND-MAID that make BAND-MAID BAND-MAID. Also, Psyche's legato and Miku's staccato in music is music to the ears, so to speak. Because it's already music. Go home. But the live acoustic with just Psyche and Konami on backing is all legato and all cuteness. Mincho likes to show off. Mincho likes to show off, like she does here, but she also is so unselfish, as you see in the live acoustic. Boop. Again, live acoustic live on the Patreon. You are correct, though. No arguments, Mr. Gordon Cody. Thank you for the comment, sir. Next up, we have Jan? I think it's Jan, right? Jan Rogni. We'll just go with that. Just keep pausing. That's the whole point with the reacting thing. Thank you. I kind of, that was my fault, too. That's what I do. Boop. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. We got a thread here. So next up, Davey Boyd says, BAND-MAID are one of those few bands where every member is perfect at what they do and what they add to the whole. All are irreplaceable. Once asked about how the band was formed, Miku replied, "It's a miracle." Oh. Gordon Cody responds, "That's a koi pigeon." Oh. Bodney Blue says, "I have it embroidered on the front of a jacket, Davey. BAND-MAID, a miracle, Poe. On the back, BAND-MAID, our rock never dies, ever, forever." Boop. 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 Appreciate it. A little support to you there, Bodney Blue from Mr. Davey Boyd. There you go. Bodney Blue also responds back to Davey Boyd, "I have another with Stay Calm and listen to BAND-MAID, Poe." Nice. I'd rock that. On the back with BAND-MAID Daydreaming, Dreaming of You on the front. Wore them in Japan for the TGT concert. Boop. I'm not jealous that you were at the concert. I'm not. You're not. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I promise. It's okay. Next up, more. Okay. All right. Yeah. Gordon Cody. I can be real petty sometimes. Anyway, Gordon Cody says, and that subtle nature is being so talented that they can pull back and really settle you into landing in that soft cradle and that soft cradling pillow after giving you pure badassery. And sometimes it is the exact opposite, like in Daydreaming, where you are lulled for 2 minutes and then you get grabbed by the throat and throttled until Mincho decides you've had enough. Solid comment, sir. Now I'm hyped for Daydreaming. Boop. It'd be cool. I like to have like a hype ticker somewhere, just like whoop whoop. You know, every time y'all hype me for a song, like it's like a race to see what I'm gonna do next by what I'm most hyped about. It's a little too extravagant for me to get into like right now, but that would be fun. Next up, Davey Boyd responds. Someone once described Mincho's solo in Blooming, where it drops in. Not gonna read that. I'm actually not gonna read that. I've seen that comment 3 different times, and each time this is where I stopped. I'm not gonna do it. You're not gonna influence any of it. It's not gonna happen. But I do appreciate the comment, sir. And I'll leave it up here long enough for y'all to read it, but I'm not gonna read it. Okay? I don't want to read it. All right, that happened with the Baby Metal Divine Attack thing, and I couldn't get the thought out of my head about what someone else had said about it. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen again. Anyway, moving on. Gordon Cody also says, if you want to be blown away, Blooming and aforementioned Daydreaming. So, boop. Yeah, I mean, both of those are on my radar. They're both on my radar. I don't have the hype dar yet. God, I'm so dumb. We don't have the hype dar yet, but I'm so glad that I've compartmentalized this aspect of my personality into like a very distinct production from the channel. Like, yeah, it helps a lot. Next up, Falcon Sooner says, fantastic reaction. Love the detail. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Pause as much as you want. Wait until you hear Giovanni. Ooh, I like that name. You know, because the main bad guy in Pokemon Red or Blue, as was it blue or green? No, it was blue, right? They didn't do it green in America. Was Giovanni. And it always sounds like a mysterious and ominous name to me, ever since. 10-minute song in 4 minutes. I'm hyped. Woo. Appreciate the comment and the support. Thank you, buddy. Next up, Chris Bergeson responds, why is another one you can get lost in. So many different parts. I recommended both of these a while back since he said he was into the prog stuff. You know, now, I do remember somebody mentioning, like, I know that I had heard Giovanni as a track before, so apparently it was from you, Mr. Chris Bergston. If I had the hype dar going, both Giovanni and why would be pretty close to, what would you say, precipitation onto the channel. Boop. Appreciate the comment. Falcon Sooner also responds, excellent recommendation as well. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll take a look at those in the very near future. Next up, my favorite username, Shamalama Ding Dong, says, I wouldn't listen to people say who try to tell you how to produce your reactions. That's good. It's not that I listen to them. It's that I genuinely want to consider criticism, because if somebody has a view about me and it's something that's from my blind spot, I want to know about that. And so I really take to heart, from an objective point of view, criticism that comes my way, because even if it's like from delivered in a poor manner, that doesn't mean that there isn't something beneficial that you can pull out of that, right? And that's exactly what you're seeing here. Like, you might not, I don't know if you dig the style here, but like I do, I'm having a lot of fun, and that's the whole point. Like, the whole point was this thing is for me. Like, this whole channel is for me. It's like to get into the different aspects of my own psyche and like really dig out some stuff that like maybe has never been done before. So that's what it is. That's a little sneak peek into the laundry room, ladies and gentlemen. Shamalama Ding Dong goes on to say, I am pretty sure the word reaction is in the title of a reaction video. Also analysis, because somebody made a comment about that. Like, basically, if you're going to talk for 17 minutes about a 4-minute song, then you should put analysis in the title, to let people know that it's not just a reaction, because there are those people who just let the song play and kind of nod to it, and then they'll maybe say a couple of comments about it at the end, and that'll be the video. And I've seen a couple of these personally. I don't like them, and I guess there's an audience for them, but I'm not part of that audience, and I don't think you are as well. He goes on to say, let me check. Yep, it is right there. I would rather hear what you have to say and what you think at that moment. You have at the moment that you have the reaction. There are enough channels where, we just talked about this, where someone just sits there and listens to a song and then says 5 words and then signs off. Why would anyone want to watch that? Thank you. We get each other. This is why we're friends. The good thing about you believing that you should at least match the run. Yes, I do. I genuinely believe that. Match the running time of the video is that you pretty much take care of. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Thanks for the fucking support. I'm kidding. Just be who you are. Remember, we get you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. He also says, as for the song, I think it's kind of like a hidden gem. I can kind of get that because it's down tempo. There isn't a lot of hype about it, but I think coupled with the song Daydreaming, it is a nice emotional break from the rest of the album, which is just one banger after another. Oh my goodness, I'm hyped. Where's the hype dar? That's the dumbest fucking name. It's so perfect though. It's apropos for the channel. The hype dar. Oh my god. So dumb. Of course, my favorite part of the song is Kanami's solo. She plays with so much feeling, and you can just close your eyes and get lost in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. Appreciate the comment. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Next up, BM for Life says, you say legato, I say legato. You say staccato, I say staccato. Let's call the whole thing off. All right. I appreciate the cleverness. In the beginning, there was a small pigeon who met a guitarist who played with the drummer who went to school with a bassist and then tricked the singer to join the band. Then the small pigeon asked the guitarist to teach me how to play the guitar. The end. Shout out from Colorful, Colorado. God damn it. I really hope you guys watch this. Like, this is premium content. Like, what is wrong with me? I appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the support on the Patreon and the super thanks that you drop as well. So, really means a lot to me. And I love that you told me where you're from. So, boop, you get a heart. And a boop. And a boop. And a boop. Gordon Cody also says, or was it the beginning, BM for Life, Vlad and P and D, the OG Maniacs? Never stop. Legitimately, guys, never stop. The more cryptic you can be, the more fun I'm gonna have. Boop. Appreciate it. And you get a heart for the cryptosity. And for the fact that your cryptosity inspired me to coin a new word. Okay, I think that's the total number of words coined on the channel here is now 2. Nuancetical being the first one, and I already forget the second one. So there you have it. If you remember, you can have it. It's for you. Cryptocracy, I think is what I said. Although, side note, legitimately, nuancetical, I don't know that there's another word that fits for what I'm trying to say there in that situation. So, it doesn't exist. It's not a word. I typed it into Google, and Google's like, what the fuck do you mean? I was like, bro, stop judging. And they were like, no, but I'm a dictionary, and this word isn't in me. I'm like, that sounds like a personal problem. Mark, I gotta stop. Mark Matt says, at John.reacts, thank you for the tag, buddy. Appreciate it. Greetings from the Pacific Northwest. Oh, yeah, I love it. Be sure that you don't miss the BAND-MAID version of Anemone. It's called Ansan. Definitely won't miss that one. Got some stuff planned for that, so stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see a BAND-MAID reaction. I do want to take a little bit more time, just to learn more. I have a playlist for the different bands that I listen to from the channel. And so, yeah, so I've been harping on the BAND-MAID playlist the last couple of days. So, you know, in spite of all the other epic music that's been going on the channel, it's mostly just BAND-MAID in the personal life. I hope you can hear me. Like, I'm, you know, like these whispered stuff things that I do. I hope you can hear that. I hope the music isn't too loud. We're 50 minutes in. If the music is too loud, I'm legitimately like gonna go to the store. There's certain things you can't say on YouTube. It's weird. I don't know. Is the music better? Was it too loud? What, is it not loud enough? Who knows? I don't know. I can hear it. So, boop. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Next up, Irwin Irvin Wee. I don't know. You have a rocket in your, don't say pocket, profile picture. Whew. Hardest thing I've done all day. You should check out the lyrics. There are a few videos on YouTube that display them with the song. Besides being a musical masterpiece, this song is so well woven with the lyrics. I guarantee it will bring tears, at least a little. Watch out for when she says, "I still love you," near the end of the song, and the musical phrasing at that point is perfection. Boop. It's also one of the reasons why I'd like to learn Japanese to be able to appreciate the stuff that we're looking at least on a little bit deeper level, and also to interact. Like, half my audience is in Japan, so to be able to interact with them in some sort of way, I think would be a lot of fun too. So that's still happening. Like, the Japanese is still happening. Like, that's a studio production. When that happens, ladies and gentlemen, it's a studio production. It comes from the studio room in John House, so keep an eye out for that. Next up, Daniel Morgan says, okay, just watch your reaction to Puzzle is live on the Patreon. I think it goes live. Is it live now? I forget when I said. I know it's like on the 7th, but I don't remember if like right at midnight I said it to go live or if I'd, you know, pushed it back a little bit. So could be live on the channel right now, but definitely live over on the Patreon, so you can go check that out if you're so inclined. Just watch your reaction to Puzzle. Your BAND-MAID journey has just begun. I guarantee you will have at least 20 favorite BAND-MAID songs. Yeah, like From Now On is still up there. From Now On, it's like there's the one section in From Now On. It's like the start of Act 2 is what I'll refer to it as. There's a fill from Akane, right? There's a right. It goes kind of like that. But the pickup notes from Konami are just the most, and I know I gushed about this in the reaction, but still, like, it gets me because Akane's fill is so perfectly placed that the attention is driven just like a nail or a stake into a coffin, just with just one stroke, right all the way in. All of your attention right into how perfectly placed, how perfectly written, and perfectly executed that drum fill is, and then Konami's like just like pickup notes right on top of it, just a little. Oh my god, because it's like, for a moment Akane made you forget that there were other members of the band, and then Konami's like, hey, remember, because we all do this. Yeah, she speaks to me. They all do. Konami specifically, though. Danny Morgan, appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Boop. He says, besides Dice Indifferent, you haven't really heard their good stuff. Stop it. You can't tell me that. Where's the hype dar? The hype dar is like, don't say close to ejaculating. It's not a good look, bro. I know we get weird here, but not that weird. Next up, Greylock100 says, Love Bites have some rabid fans, like Baby Metal does. BAND-MAID fans, we're mostly chill. Yeah. I wouldn't use chill. I would say mostly drunk monkeys, of which I am a part, so we get each other. That's not to say we aren't rabid, but we, for the most part, actually want to hear the reactor's thoughts. And I appreciate that. That's why we get along. That's why we're friends. Not just confirmation or affirmation bias. That is a problem. He goes on to say, there is also a fan-made music video that the creator's choice of visuals also add to the song. If you have a chance to see it, I highly recommend it. Okay. Sure. I'm down. For recording in the studio, Konami does both lead and rhythm. Then she teaches Miku to play her sections. And from an interview last year, Miku said that she plays by ear as she can't read sheet music. I don't know if that means she can't read tablature or not, but she said that she plays by ear and cannot read the music, which blew my mind again about her. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it actually blows my mind more when a band knows how to write music. Like, not just like write a song, put a song together, but when they sit down with a pen and staff paper and write notes on it. That blows my mind. Because I don't know, like, how many, like, is that common? I don't know that it is. You know, I kind of just think, like, people write notes, people write music the way I write music is where you sit down with a guitar, and kind of like the way Periphery writes music too, where they sit down with a guitar and they're just like, one note at a time, they figure out what they're trying to say. But to be able to sit down with a pen and staff paper and write notes on it, like, it's a completely different approach that I just, like, personally have no context for, and so it always blows my mind whenever somebody is capable of writing, like, literally writing out music. So one thing I will say about tablature is that it's very easy to pick up. If Miku doesn't read tabs, it's by choice, not because she doesn't know how. Tablature is really just a guide to get you to memorize the thing that you're trying to play. It's not like you don't. Well, I guess maybe you could. I've never thought about it like that. I've never thought about just like having tablature music instead of sheet music. I guess, yeah. I guess. Still, again, it would be relatively simple to pick up the how to read the music part of that. So, again, if she doesn't, it's not because she can't. He goes on to say, I can't remember who said it. It could have been Champ, Ryan, or Chase, who said that BAND-MAID writes very dense music. You know, it's funny. I had that same thought as I'm listening. I think it was this one. I think it was Anemone, where I'm like, I wanted to describe it as dense, but that word has kind of a negative connotation in my mind. So, like, with people who are dense, it's not a very flattering word. So I chose the route of time dilation rather than talking about it as dense. So, you know, whatever, each to his own. I mean, density and gravity density influences gravity, which in turn influences time. So, you know, time dilate, like the whole thing, it's all there. Like, you can all, you know, you can follow the tracks as deep into the psyche as as you're brave enough to venture. Meaning it is so packed, yet it flows so well. For some more contrast and just how important Miku's guitar is to the sound, listen to the Studio Coast version of YOLO and listen to the left channel. Very, very direct, very precise directions here. I appreciate that. Oh my god, it's almost 1 a.m. I'm so bad at this. And you become more immersed in the lady's music and the feels will hit you even harder. Boop. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Gave me a lot to talk about. Thank you. It also sucked up a whole bunch of time. I don't know what we're doing. We might end it. Not before we talk about Steve Hall's comment, okay? I'm not going to leave you hanging, Steve Hall, okay? He says IIRC, which I don't remember what it stands for. I want to say in case you missed it, but there's no why. Miku said that Konami-sensei will send Miku her part, and then they would video conference. Oh, wow. I think this was during the pandemic, so maybe not their normal way. And Miku would play her part while Konami would give her corrections. That's what's up. Beep. Surfing on a Song Wave next up says, thanks for pointing out the contrast between the staccato vocals and the legato instruments, and vice versa. You're welcome. I'm pretty proud of that. I picked that up. Jazzy Misa is so hip. I mean, if you were at a party in, say, Milan or New York City, Rio de Janeiro, Tokyo, or Aruma, And Misa walks in. Well, congratulations. You are at the hippest party in the world. I'd be worried about who she's there to assassinate. And does she wear shoes to? She can't. It's not. She's not allowed to wear. You know, she probably wears shoes to the party and then takes them off as soon as she gets there. Next up, Motley 22 Crew says, you might as well just take what you said in this video and put it in every video of BAND-MAID you react to. All right, sir. Boop. You don't know me. Okay. Next up, Army Nurse Boy. Konami at her bluesiest. Bluesiest? Interesting. I did not pick that up. I don't think. I'll have to go back with that in mind. Appreciate the comment. Thank you. Edward Allen responds, the second solo made me think of Alvin Lee. No idea who that is. Thanks, Konami. Now I've started listening to 10 Years After and his solo work again. On that point, everyone should check out the Bluesiest Blues, which also feature a beautiful slide guitar solo by George Harrison, his finest guitar work, in my opinion. I have no idea who these people are. But the way you talk about them, I should know who they are. Well, we did it with Yngwie Malmsteen, where we did a reaction because people were talking about him. Like, I don't even know who that is. So, boop. Appreciate the comment. And I appreciate the inspiration for future videos. So thank you. Armor Nose Boy also responds to Edward Allen. I was thinking more Santana-like, but Lee works too. Boop. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Jake Imhotep. Next up says, BAND-MAID have to keep their songs short because they are so lush and complex. You know, that is a word. That's a beautiful word to describe BAND-MAID's sound as lush. It's like getting a tiny sliver of cake, then realizing it has 18 layers and it's rich and delicious. Damn! Now I'm hungry. Same. I have carrot cake in there. I might go have some. Boop. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Now y'all want carrot cake, don't you? I don't even like carrot cake, but I'm going to eat it. Focus. Next up, Doraemon Nobita says, I think it's really a shame for you that the lyrics of this song are not in English. This Konami solo is formed by lyrics. Ooh. You got me with the word choice here. The girl sung in the lyrics appears in front of us during Konami's solo and screams. Phrases are not selected by rhythm and chords, but sounds are selected by lyrics and become solos to form music. This is a musician's solo, not a guitar player's solo. Man, this is one of the best comments I think I've ever read. It's so like, let's finish it. This song is a perfect example of that. It's a bit of a shame that BAND-MAID Konami's talent isn't fully recognized by Western fans due to the different languages. Legitimately wish I could have done this as a live stream. Like, that would have been a lot of fun. But you know, it's just not. The timing's not quite right. So, if there's one thing you can say about me is that I do not rush. Okay. You know, I don't do that. I don't rush. Like, we don't rush. Like, what's the point? To get to the end? To do what? You get to the end, you die. That's what's at the end. What the fuck are you rushing for? Slow the fuck down. Okay? Smell the fucking roses. I love you. Thank you. Again, another sneak peek into the laundry room, ladies and gentlemen. But legitimately, this is one of my favorite comments I think that I've ever read, because it like encapsulates what I love about BAND-MAID and you guys, is like the cryptic nature. Like, I don't know what to do with this comment, but at the same time, there are insights that are so well formed. I know that I'm the one missing the context, and that's my favorite thing. That's one of my favorite things. So, not only do you get a boop and a ha, but you also get the do-do-do-do for now. I did think I had another comment pinned, so that one got bumped. And I don't remember what that comment was. I'm sorry. Next up, Wayne King says, I don't know about other people, but I'm here for your reactions. Well, I hope you're also here for the, you know, we're only at 65 minutes podcast. That should be a live stream that is just actually just a regular video. They're not dry and boring. Very enjoyable overall. Well, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that. Hagai Saman says, when I feel shitty, I listen to this song and the world suddenly becomes better. Don't need drugs. As, you know. Boop. I mean, music really does have that power, though. Real talk. For sure. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Next up, Phil Calvino says, hey, John, thanks. Always look forward to your insights. Oh, thank you. Do you like these videos? Do you like them, Phil? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, because, like, stuff comes out of the treehouse. Like, you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what comes out of it. You don't know what's going on in the treehouse. Okay, that thing's rocking and swaying. It's like 45 feet off the ground. Okay, it's not a stable environment up there. But we have fun. And we almost die. And it's okay. He goes on to say, among other points, I liked your idea of musical detail leading to a sense of time dilation. Yes, that is so true. When I listen to a gem like Anemone, I get caught up in it and time starts to lose meaning. Yes. The only thing I can say for certain is that there's nothing anyone could add to the song that would improve it. Footnotes, maybe, except... we don't know. Okay, you know. Excellent comment, sir. Thank you. Next up, Jeff B5 says, BAND-MAID. Their fast songs make you bang your head, and their slow mid-tempo song ones go straight to your heart. Boop. But also, you kind of bang your head, too. It's, you know, you can kind of bang your head. Boop. Good job, buddy. Appreciate the comment and the support, Mr. Jeff. B5. Magellix, next up, says, I wouldn't worry about pause goblins. Yes, pause, I do enjoy that term, pause goblins. Nothing worse than anyone... Oh, did I just give you a pin and not even, like, consent to it on my own? Wow. I told you shit gets weird in the treehouse. Nothing worse than someone just watching or listening and at the end saying, cool song. Fucking right, though? Real talk, dude. Like, what? Look, everybody's where they are, okay? Everybody is where they are. But, you know, why are you doing reaction videos if you're not actually reacting? Like, you could do other kinds of videos, man. You know, you can do something. I don't know. Don't get me started. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate the comment. Next up, Mark Miyazaki. Thanks for another entertaining reaction. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I appreciate it. Don't let the comments about too many pauses get in your head. The pauses you take to share your thoughts are very insightful, and the reason you're one of the very few reactors I subscribe to. Dude, I appreciate that. That's high praise, buddy. I think Miku and Psyche also have this as their favorite since they used it in their closing theme song for a Japanese radio show they used to host. Okay, I could see like the, I don't know what section, but the opening guitar riff being like the closing of a show. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Thank you. Next up, Sandcrab. Great name. Great name. Loved your analysis of one of my favorite songs from BAND-MAID. I'd never consciously noticed the juxtaposition of legato and staccato elements of this song, and your astute observation helped me boost my appreciation for it. Good Lord. Thank you. Like, ooh. And for that, I kindly thank you. If Anemone had this much of an impression on you, I can only think that Awkward from the album Just Brand. Ooh, I like that you dropped the album. Should do likewise. Looking forward to your next reaction. Boop. Well, I appreciate the very kind words, Sandcrab. God, you're just perfect for the treehouse. This encapsulates really what the treehouse is. Okay, this comment from Sandcrab, and you know what that means? This is, you know, yeah. Oh, I don't know if it do. Why can't I have multiple pins? Can I buy pins, YouTube? YouTube, put pins on a fucking store so I can buy them, so I can show support for my fucking commenters who drop really fucking awesome comments, okay? Are you fucking listening, YouTube? Go do it. I want to buy pins so I can pin more than one comment. Thank you. Good night. Make it happen. I told you shit gets weird in the treehouse, but sometimes cool shit falls out too. You never fucking know. You don't know what it's gonna be. You don't know what this is. I'm scared. Next up, David, in all caps. Great reaction. Easy to say, I like that. Much harder to put into words why. I think the vocal melody is a life preserver on the sea of BAND-MAID music. Very, very, very well spoken, sir. I appreciate the metaphor there. And it is a metaphor. You did not use like or as, so you get +1 for that. I have the most ridiculous rules. Sorry. You know, sometimes I genuinely just learn stuff about myself while we're doing these videos that I hadn't consciously put together before, and that genuinely make me laugh. Like, okay. So there you have it. He goes on to say most of their songs sound much harder without the vocals moderating them. I don't know why I changed everything to them, but I did. So there you go. In case you don't know, BAND-MAID covers many of their own songs instrumentally without vocals. Actually, what? Wait, what? I don't think I knew that. So it's not just the band Maiko? Or help. Somebody. The compass. Okay, David dropped the map. Okay, somebody dropped the compass. Okay, point me to the treasure. Where? And thank you. Boop. Definitely get a heart for that. Next up, Seize the Day. Pauses. You have to react at some point. My thoughts exactly. And it's like, again, you can go listen to the song. That's what I would do. Because I didn't want people to pause. But then I was like, well, okay, that's why I'm here, actually, is for them to pause. Why don't I just go listen to the song first, so I don't have that itch to hear the song, and then I can listen to the reaction, and they can pause as much as they want, and then I can actually get to hear what they say. Like, it's not coincidence that this is the way that I run the channel. Well, actually, no, it's not coincidence. It's insanity. But it's not misdirected insanity, okay? All right. Anyway. He says, like, whoa, that part, section was really cool. Yeah, that's what I do. Because I thought that's what you're supposed... It is what you're supposed to do, okay? It is. That's what you're supposed to do. You'd be like, oh, especially if you don't have any technical ability or a shtick. Like, I don't have a shtick. I'm not like a drummer or a vocal coach or, whatever, a composer or, an engineer or a music... Like, I'm not any of that. I'm John. I'm just John. It's John House. But... So it's like, I have to talk about that stuff. I have to talk because I don't have any background to rely on. So like reactions, and I don't know if you like knew this about me, but reactions are in a way kind of terrifying for me because on the one hand, I love them because they're one and done, right? They're oh shit, I say it all the time and I can't remember now. They're ready out of the box. That's what it is. They're ready out of the box, man. You just record it and boom, you can post it to YouTube like same hour. You know, when I was doing really shitty thumbnails and wasn't even taking that, like it was like I could sit down, record a video 25 minutes long and have it posted 5 minutes after finish recording. Like they're plug and play ready. That's what it is. They're ready out of the box. They're plug and play ready. That's my favorite thing about them. It's also the most terrifying thing about them because you can fuck up. You can fuck up a reaction. You can do it. You can do it. I've nearly done it a couple of times. And actually, it did happen. It happened when I shot the video for, which never actually released, I never released it on the channel, for Kendrick Lamar's Damn, because I enjoyed the song, but it was one of those where like I didn't have a whole lot to say about it, and I wasn't sure what to do. And that's my wife. What does she have to say? What are we talking about? Anyway, I gotta go feed the infant. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of I don't know, the Treehouse podcast, or from the Treehouse Productions, whatever we're gonna end up calling it. And thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being amazing, and thanks for being one of the most best experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm gonna get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you in the next. You know what? This is what we'll just read comments. Like, we'll just do it, and then we won't like worry about where the comments are from. We'll just like go through the channel. It'll just be like, you know, and then I won't tell you what comments we're reading, because we'll be going in chronological order, just right up the staff. And I love you. Bye.